Welcome to the Mediabox, where I'm joined by Frank Schwabe here to talk about his report on recent elections in Türkiye. How fair or unfair were those elections?
This is not always easy to answer because we used not to say something is fair and free or not fair and free, because then you have just two categories. But for sure, what is clear is that we have to look into two things. The first thing is that what people want to vote is the outcome of the elections, and it is. So the will of the people at the end is documented in the outcome of the elections. This is the first thing. But the second thing is that we have to look into the situation if the conditions are like we want to have conditions in a democratic country for such elections. And this, unfortunately, I have to say, it's not. So we don't have the situation in the country that should be prepared for democratic elections.
What are your particular concerns there in terms of things that perhaps favoured President Erdogan?
There are several things. So first, when you go to the country and you switch on the TV, you see the public TV, and this is just Erdogan, Erdogan, Erdogan the whole day. And if they show the opposition candidate Kılıçdaroğlu, they just connected them with PKK terrorism always. So this is the situation you have in the country. We have a situation where we have an imprisonment of journalists. So there's a lot of self-censorship. You cannot really read different opinions in the media. In the ranking of the Reporter Without Border, Turkey is one of the last ones, 160 something from 180 countries. So it's really not a condition in the media that you can say they have the same level playing field for such elections.
And what recommendations are you making to Turkey, a Council of Europe member?
There are a lot of recommendations. There are recommendations for sure to have more media freedom in the country. There is a recommendation, a strong one, to release political prisoners. You know, we have the case of, especially of Osman Kavala, but Selahattin Demirtas as well. We have judgments from the Court of European Rights. Turkey have to implement them. We make recommendations how the Central Election Council should act more transparent and more in line with the own laws in the country. So there's a lot to do for the future to really organize the basis for really democratic elections.
Frank Schwabe, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.